It's that time again. Holtzford highlights are here, and Alabama high school athletes are bringing the heat. If you want to see your own highlights on our show, email what you've got to David Holtzford at the email address on your screen. Class 7A volleyball power Bob Jones High School closed out the regular season in style with a big 2-0 win over Class 6A Spain Park. We pick up the action for the Patriots, coached by Jenny Jarrett, and the Jaguars, coached by Justin Kaiser, with Bob Jones taking control early. Kennedy Vaughn had 14 kills in the match, giving her 596 kills heading into this week's Class 7A Area 8 tournament, which was scheduled for Wednesday. Kendall Buckley added 5 kills for the Patriots. Callison Bay had 14 digs, and setter Riley Lavelle added 2 aces for Bob Jones. Alexa Benda led the way for Spain Park with 8 kills, and B. Wiggins added 7. We move to football action next with Class 6A Region 1 leaders Saraland High School at St. Paul's Episcopal School clashing in Mobile. The Saints, coached by Coach Ham Barrett, were worthy opponents, but the Spartans of Coach Jeff Kelly were just too strong. Quarterback KJ Lacey returned to the starting lineup after missing a few games due to an injury and started right where he left off. Lacey completed 16 passes for 334 yards and 2 touchdowns as unbeaten Saraland edged St. Paul's 19-14. Sante McWilliams had 61 yards rushing on 18 carries and a touchdown for Saraland. Lacey's touchdown passes were to Carson Gill and Deshaun Spencer. Staying in Mobile County, we'll check in with the Citronelle Wildcats of Coach Jason Roll and BC Reign's Red Raiders of Coach Lawrence Yielding clashing in a key 5A Region 1 battle. The game started with a bang as Citronelle senior Eli Owens raced 96 yards on the opening kickoff for a touchdown and a quick 6-0 lead. He would also have 56 rushing yards and a 1-yard touchdown run on the night. Citronelle trailed 21-12 in the fourth quarter, but a 1-yard touchdown run by Keshawn Williams helped the Wildcats close the lead to 21-19. A key defensive stop forced the Red Raiders to punt the ball late, and the Wildcats drove close enough for Easton Helton to kick a 35-yard field goal with 1:43 left to play to seal the win. Citronelle is 3-2 in region play with 2 region games remaining, with LaFleur and Alberta. BC Reign fell to 2-3 with region contests with Faith Academy and unbeaten Biger still to play. In our next stop, we check on key Class 7A Region 3 game pitting Vestavia Hills Rebels, coached by Robert Evans, and Coach Shane McComb's Oak Mountain Eagles. Both needed a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Vestavia Hills unleashed a strong rushing effort, gaining 364 yards to post a 42-14 win. However, the most spectacular play may have been this TD reception by receiver Zach Fitzgerald, who scored the Eagles' first touchdown by leaping past a Rebels defender to snag this TD pass from quarterback Will Odell. Luke Stubbs scored a touchdown on this 54-yard jet sweep touch pass, extending Vestavia's lead to 14 on the way to the win. Running back Bruce Littleton led the way with 121 rushing yards for Vestavia Hills on 15 carries as Vestavia improved to 3-2 and tied for third place in Region 3 with Hewitt-Trussville. Oak Mountain fell to 1-4. Both teams have 2 region games remaining. The Rebels have Tuscaloosa County and co-region leader Hoover remaining, and Oak Mountain still has Hewitt-Trussville and Hillcrest Tuscaloosa on their schedule. Mortimer Jordan High School, coached by Charles Lauderdale, needed a win to keep its Class 6A Region 5 playoff hopes alive in this matchup with Gardendale, coached by Chad Eves. We pick up the action with the Blue Devils on a trick play to score the first touchdown. Quarterback Blaze Neely tossed a pitch to Tanner Rice, who stopped and threw back to Parker Reno, who followed his blockers down the sidelines for 17 yards to score. Neely led the Blue Devils with 157 yards passing and 1 touchdown. A 63-yard pass play to Dante Williams, who made a spectacular play on the ball, outrunning defenders for a score as the Blue Devils pulled out a 34-20 win. Uriah Casey added a 70-yard touchdown run for Gardendale. The victory gave Mortimer Jordan back-to-back wins over the Rockets for the first time since the 2000 season, and also locked the Blue Devils and the Rockets in a tie in the region standings at 2-3, each with 1 game remaining. Minor is in third place behind leaders Parker and Homewood with a 2-2 slate with 2 games left. Parker and Homewood are both 4-0. We close this week's highlights with a big battle in Class 4A Region 8 as Plainview's Bears, coached by Dale Pruitt, took on North Jackson, coached by Joe Hollis Jr. at Stevenson. Plainview was in a must-win situation at 2-2 in the region play against the Chiefs, who came in at 4-0. And Pruitt's team pulled out a win with a score in the final 2 minutes, with Cy Traylor firing the game-winning touchdown to Trey Rutledge for a 33-32 upset. The victory snapped North Jackson's region winning streak at 7, dating back to last year. Randolph leads the 9-team Region 8 at 5-0 with 3 region games remaining. North Jackson and Westminster are at 4-2 with Madison Academy, New Hope, and Plainview at 3-2. Plainview plays New Hope this week while Madison Academy faces St. John Paul II Catholic, and North Jackson takes on Westminster.
It was a battle of the unbeatens tonight on Thursday Night Lights at Spain Park High School. And the Jaguars coming away with a big 31-3 victory over Chelsea to remain unbeaten on the season. It's 7-0 overall. They improved to 4-0 in the region. In Butch Barker, they now have sole control of first place in Class 6A Region 3 after the win tonight.
Yeah, you think they're going to come out as winners. I pretty much on their part, I think that's what they were playing for tonight. They get that win, made some great adjustments after the first quarter. Chelsea played hard, but Spain Park came up with good adjustments. That offensive and defensive line really took control, and they got some big plays out of their big athletes when it counted.
And they got a big play to start the game as Spain Park received the opening kickoff, and Corey Barbie, who had a couple of big touchdown runs in the second half, gets a 58-yard kickoff return here. And Spain Park had great field position right away.
They did, and took advantage of it and made a nice throw there in between a couple of defenders. Again, Chelsea played really hard that first quarter. Were able to complete some passes. This one to Hughes for the big gain. They looked good offensively for a little while. A nice kick here by Miller from a tough angle puts them on the board, 7-3 at the time. Spain Park makes adjustments defensively, came up with a big run by their quarterback. Got him close to the end zone, and here they're able to punch it in, take control of the football game in the second half.
Shanks with a big game tonight. He scored the touchdown there. This was a huge play. Chelsea Butch got the second half kickoff and was moving the football. They fumble there. Spain Park goes down, hits the field goal to go up 17-3, but then pretty much from there, they just controlled the game.
Yeah, Barber with a couple of big plays, the big catch, the big run for the touchdown.
That's a wrap on this week's episode of AHSAA TV Weekly. You won't want to miss the AHSAA WOTM Game of the Week this Thursday at 7 p.m. when Hillcrest Tuscaloosa meets Prattville. And then come back again the next night for Friday's school broadcast Game of the Week, Hoover at Thompson at 7 p.m. It's always fun to watch those powerhouses clash. We'll see you this Thursday and Friday nights, and then we'll be back next week with another brand new episode of AHSAA TV Weekly. See you then.